never believed Brody first, and this will be the worst. It's time to take to the skies, dust my eyes, deceive me, you folks, you fans of Magic the Gathering. Please take a seat. Seeds, Cosmic Seeds, you got me along for the ride here this morning. A little bit of twizzle sticks. Last night we were having a lot of fun over at the Twiddler's place. If you haven't been over there on a Tuesday night or a Thursday night, check it out. It's a pretty good time hanging out with the folks, celebrating with Michael Superbacker over there, cracking some packs, having a little bit of fun, and showing some support for all the folks who tune it in to talk a little MTG stocks with the Broham. We know we're ready to do the show. It means we're picking up a little bit later here this morning. I'm hoping to catch up with some of the viewers who don't usually make us at our early time, so it's going to be a lot of fun to see. We've got Cosmic Seeds in the house, super fast Tortoise, really loving the Canadian content. C'est bon, mon ami. We have English and French version available, but you have to catch that over on Rumble. That's right, Rumble, young man, Rumble. There's 8 of y'all, 8 folks watching on Rumble. If you are watching on Rumble, please leave me a comment over there so I can dare to see who you be. Thank you. This is Brody. It's Alfonso Investments. We're live at the stock desk here. Twiddlers in the house, Tuesday and Friday. LOL. Tuesday and Friday. Thank you for that. I stand corrected. Tuesday and Friday. If you want to put a link in the comment section below anytime, Twizzler, feel free to do that. Mr. DJ Longhair, we're here. We've got the DJ Longhair. It's nice to catch you here on the stream this morning. Sorry to hear about, I'm just going to adjust the mic here a little bit. Sorry to hear about your loss. But I want to thank you for joining life with me here on the channel. 7 of you folks watching. Canada folks, smells like syrup. Canadian folks, small hands smell like syrup. Richie Dubs. I'm loving the shorts over at Richie's channel. It's a good time. We're gonna have a good time. I don't know who else is streaming here this morning, but it's gonna be. We got some interesting news to check out. We're gonna check out the stock desk. We usually start out with a couple of clips over from the Twitter. I got a cup of coffee. Let's just take a moment to arrive on the channel with one another. That's a good cup of coffee. Toss my eyes, deceive me. Is this the World Championships of Magic? We've got an article here. Usually like to cover an article with you folks in the morning. At least one. This one is on Polygon about the World Championships, Magic, and the Pro Tour being back. The Magic Pro Tour is back after years with some controversial changes. All right. Well, it's got it stuck behind a paywall. Interesting. I was looking at this article. I don't know how I missed it, but we'll take a look at that here today. We'll check over at the stock desk to see if there's any movement on the price of Hasbro stock. Are you working today, Bob? MTG Gaming Bob. Glad you're okay, Alfonso, Mr. DJ Longhair. Sorry for your loss. Unpacking stuff today. Not sure when I'll get back. Richie Dub says, I found the downside of just doing shorts. I found that Richie Dub's cranking out some shorts over there. He says, I found the downside to just doing shorts. I don't just need 4,000 hours. I need like 10 million views instead to get monetized. 10 million is a lot of views on shorts. Wowzer. Is that the same article? I think I got it on the screen here. Is this the one? Mr. Alfonso is sharing the article. This one's from September 13. Is it? September 22? Okay, I thought it was a newer article, but that's okay. Well, we could read it. 1,000 subs and 10 million. Yeah. Well, I'm on a boat. Richie Dubs is on a boat. I'm on a boat somehow, and we're going to ride it somehow to the moon and back again. I'm on a boat. If my mom could see me now, I'm going to ride this mother trucker to the moon somehow. I'm on a boat. It would be nice if mom could catch the stream. She may be watching. And for all of you folks tuning in, let's take a look at the price of Hasbro stock here this morning. Or do we want to warm up? We want to warm up, please. DJ knows my computer more important right now. Stefan, hopefully the championship thingy will be in Vegas and I won't have to travel again. That's awesome. Got 2 keychains after stream last night for wifey and I. Nice, nice. Glad to catch you here on stream, Tortoise. Let's do a little rating AI generated magic cards here this morning. It's always a fun way to warm up. Let's check out some of the Robo Rosewater Masters Edition. Okay, so if it's pretty easy. Whoa, we got lots to look at in this one. It's pretty easy. We'll give it a pass or a fail. We got a couple of rules though. We can't just let this AI get away with anything. This is serious business. We're gonna be rating these cards, seeing if they cut the if we can catch up on the stream with you folks, relish in these cards, and see if the plan from Hasbro cuts the mustard. Very simple. Any gibberish on the card, we fail it whatsoever. If it's got any keywords that aren't clear or explained or in the game, then we fail it. And if it just doesn't make any sense, any gibberish, we fail it. If not, we try and give it a passing grade. This thing has a ton of text on it. Here we go. Mandler of Temp for 6 mana. You get this legendary artifact that it's a rock. It's a mana rock. It's the ultra mana rock. Okay, it's 6 mana. It taps for a waste or a colorless. Okay, you can pay a black into it and tap it to get a red or white out of it. A Boros. Whatever you want. What could you want? Gaming Plan's like fail it, right? TLDR. 2 red, target creature you control gains tap. This creature deals damage to any target equal to the number of mountains you control. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a percentage counter on Mandler of Temp. Remove 3 percentage counters from Mandler of Temp. It deals 2 damage to any target. Seems fine. Tap, add 3, activate only if Mandler of Temp is in your graveyard. How is it tap from your graveyard? Crazy. Could you imagine rocks? Why not? Why can't it add mana from the graveyard? Because you can't tap things in the graveyard? What if you could? When Mandler of Temp enters the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. It's got freeze on it. And Disturb, a black and 2. When this class becomes level 2, return target permanent card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tab. When this class becomes level 2, return target permanent card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tab. Should have been called Mender of War and Peace. Smokesley, Hogley. I think we were doing, Gaming Bob, MTG Gaming Bob. I think we were doing okay until that last line of text, right? With the Disturb and this class becomes level 2. I think up until then, I think we were doing okay. What do you think? WTF fail. All right, we got to fail it. We give it 10 fails, 4 buzzers. Just it's going to be, we'll turn it off. No repeat, no whammies. Sorry, but we got to give it a big fail here today. Let's start off like that. We're not going to get a weak fail. Let's get out of here. Bialti pair. We got some guys shucking and jiving on here. I can't tell if they're dancing or dance fighting. All right, what do we got? Bialti pair. 1 green and 3 sorcery. Each opponent fights target player or planeswalker. Each opponent fights target player or planeswalker. Seems funny, I guess. It seems kind of like I like the art on it. He's like cha 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 cha. So does each opponent like fights? Each opponent fights target player or planeswalker. Just like a fight breaks out, right? You two fight it out, right? In a 4-player game of Commander, each opponent fights target player. Oh, they all jump on the one player or planeswalker. So, if it's a pretty political card, if there's a planeswalker on the battlefield, you can all fight that, or you can just gang fight one target player. Wow. MTG fights. Love it. It is a real fight card. Yes, each opponent fights target player or planeswalker. Love it. Might have a chance to win them, right? Oh my gosh. I think this would do for this is like the next level ante, I guess, right? Could you be like, hey, Mark, Rosewater, bunch of developers or whatever, these guys want to challenge you to a game. We can bring whatever cards, right? What do you think? Pass or fail? You gonna? I think it incites violence. I can't give it a pass on the moral grounds that this is. It's sort of heading in the wrong direction. I really think we got to fail it. It would be amazing in Commander, right? Holy smokes! And then this in the unglued version, right? Scary to think, eh? Dude, what's with the black eye? I was playing EDH last night. uh, oh, okay. Let's give it a fail. We can't it's if it's a fight, you still have to wear a mask. Give it a pass. Bob wants to give it a pass. All right, give it an MTG fights. Let's do it. Uh, MTG fights. Let's go. UFC MTG. Oh, heavens to Betsy. All right. I like it. I mean, it's crazy. The octagon. They start wheeling in an octagon into the magic events. It was like a cage, right? What's that for? Oh, that's for the Bialti Pyre card, just in case somebody drafts it. Okay, let's keep going. Maybe Gavin Very wants to play it. Okay, Scrapped Worm. Scrapyard Worm. Dude with a messed up face. Oh, wow. What's this? It's Prime 406 in the house. We have 5 patrons. Thanks a bunch, you folks, for joining. Hit the like button and the subscribe button. Also, the Brodyfication bell. We got 5 patrons over at Patreon. Thanks for all you folks. Prime 406, I appreciate you. We're doing we did some giveaway stuff to all friends and everybody, shirts and that. We do have some shirts that we'll be sending out. Next round is going to get you taken care of, Mr. DJ, for the ones that I lost. But we're going to be sending out some stuff. So thanks for everybody who's hit me up over there. Helps keep going. Let's check out this AI Prime. What do you think of this card? Okay, we're just rating these magic cards here this morning. Yeah, what's this card? We just had a fight card. Each opponent fights target player. This one is Scrapyard Worm. All right. 2 black and 1. We're just giving it a pass or fail. Elephant Cleric. I don't see an elephant. I see like a dude with bacon and eggs and breakfast. That actually looks pretty good. When you evolve for a 2/3 Elephant Cleric, Scrapyard Worm says whenever a creature you control fries, great 2/0/1 white core warrior creature tokens. Whenever a creature you control fries. And he's like, fries, surprise. Okay, well, how's How's they get my face on there? On the scrapyard worm? You have to go to McDonald's before the game. All right, let's get this thing out of here. This has got to go. Brings us to the land card. The lands are usually pretty nice. This one's a Nightfall land. Check it out. I like it. The islands, we can always usually give them a quick pass, hey? But we must feast our eyes upon this here. Should have said cries, not fries, right? Can we give this one a pass? I think we may just be able to do it. Why not? Let's give this one a pass. Nothing beats the fight card, right? Had to. I like it. I like this island art though. Like we can really zoom in on that. Like some of them are pretty funky. I like it. Take me there to the island where there's plenty of air. Swimps. Swimps. All right, you guys want some swimps? Enchantment land, swimps, a black and two, and it's a Canadian A enchantment. Enchant land is in your graveyard. It should just say destroy. Enchant land is in your graveyard. Does it destroy it? Does it put it there? It just enchants a land that's in your graveyard. Swimps, swimps, swimp away, swimp away, swimp away. I don't know. Not an island. It's not an island. It is not an island. That looked like an island, didn't it? It looked like, well, it's like a floating island, I suppose. Let's fail the Sphinx. Get out of here, Sphinx. Target land. Enchanted land is in your graveyard. What about this one? Let's check it out. Radiant Shaman. Anybody like this? Radiant Shaman, put a one red, put a 2/2 creature, stop. Wow, what is this art? Is that, wow, it's kind of interesting. Some epic art, looks like a character, see some faces and some hands in there, maybe a couple people hiding in the background of this. There's like a face over here and another one back here, some palm trees, this effigy sort of in the front here with the bright red magic. Radiant Shaman is a 2/2, costs you one red, and it's flying. Creatures stab. One green and two, put a +1/+1 counter on Radiant Shaman for each creature you control. Your spells are more potent than ever. The ancient one. I think it's fine. MTG card here. Can we give it a pass? Why not, please? Powerful pass. Are these AI cards? Hey, Time Capsule. Yeah, they are. These are AI generated magic cards over at the Robo Rosewater site. We had a few funky ones, including a fight card here. And this Radiant Shaman, a 2/2 for one red. And it's flying. It doesn't, yeah, it's flying a stap. I'm not sure what that is, but the rest of the card looks fine. A green and two, put a 1/1 counter on Radiant Shaman for each creature you control. Your spells are more potent than ever. Giving it a hard pass. Why not? Michael Superbacker. Hey, Brody. Richie Dubs, Twiddler, Gaming Bob, Mr. DJ Longhair, Prime 406, Super Fast. Ah, good to see you, Michael Superbacker. We're catching a little bit of a later show, tying in with a few of the folks that we don't normally get to chat with on the morning show. So I was up with Michael Superbacker last night over at Twiddler's place. We were having a little bit of fun. Richie Dubs and a bunch of the folks over there doing some pack openings and having a good time. We're checking out these AI generated magic cards. Just a couple of we're circling back to where we left off yesterday with this red legendary artifact, Pair and Growth, a red and two. All creatures have no maximum hand size. Oh yeah, right. Whenever a creature you control attacks, sacrifice a creature. If you cast it from your hand, exile Pair and Growth. Boo. No good. Can't pass this card. It's just terrible magic. It's a terrible card. Who wants this? Nobody. says nobody. Great to have you over. We got another hit of snow last night. Big hit of snow last night. It's about still coming down out there. About 6, 8, let's say 6 inches on the ground on the top of the truck. So snow day, snowy today. It's very cold, and now we have to figure out what to do with it because you keep piling it up and piling it up and piling it up, and then eventually it just there's nowhere to put the stuff. That's the way of the road. That's sometimes she goes and sometimes she don't go. That's the way of the road. Or the way of the snow. This card sounds like, let's just say, kind of dirty. stopping stopping for a quick hello break over at work. I'll catch the replay. Thanks, Michael. Thanks for your support and thanks for joining us here. Hit the like button and all your comments. Thanks for tuning in, everybody there. If you're on your break or you're just hanging out, wherever you may be. Let's check the Hasbro stock price here today. We're getting ever closer to that day. I think it's February 16th that we're going to see the fourth quarter earnings for 2022 out of Hasbro. And we're waiting for the Moxman to give us his hot take. I know there'll be a bunch of hot takes on that earnings report when it does come out. The thing that I'm interested in is like this lower level of support right here. Should I bring my flamethrower over, Brody? Yeah. We actually a leaf blower works pretty good. It does. Just like electric leaf blower, if it's fluffy stuff, just blow it away. Check this out. These lower levels of support here around the $55 range, and like we're seeing a retrace here. We're really waiting to see like what kind of breakout we're going to have. There's like some wedgie pattern sort of forming here where it's rung its head off this $100 level, and it's like either going to come back probably to an $80 level, but are we going to see like a firm break? Right now we don't really have much of any break. It's like this. uh See, okay, you want to know what the best trade is? And there's going to be a lot of people that disagree with me, but like I want to say, what's the best trade? Okay, when it comes to trading stocks, or even like you could apply this. It's called capitulation. So like if you could see, if you go to like a trading site, like down below here, if you could see the volume of trade that are happening, like for example, on any particular day, they'll have like these little red candles, or they'll have a green one, and that'll mean like it was bought or sold in the majority of the volume that day was either buying or selling. So you might see like an extreme breakout to the downside for a short period of time, and then like this is when if it just like drops immediately, that's when people are gonna like gobble up a bunch of shares. Now you got to ask yourself, okay, so this is why it's controversial. It's like this is the best trade in trading, but then you got to say, but who would buy such a thing, right? If it was to either like capitulate on people selling their positions. So capitulation is like what you'll see with these arrows. And this is like why people will be like, that's the worst trade ever, bro. Do you know what that means? It means that people just bailed out of whatever it is they stock, or you could apply this to, any goods or stock or um any kind of currency, anything that could be traded on the market. So capitulation is when people give up. If you look it up, it means like just to surrender. So capitulating means a bunch of people who are holding something just drop it for whatever they can get, and no price is too low, and then some people jump in and scoop it up for dirt cheap, knowing that it's gonna eventually. The only reason that people are selling it so cheap is because they're surrendering, and then it'll eventually get a little bit support and find a new medium, and then people who have bought in on capitulation do really well. That's how people get really rich. Unfortunately, people gotta get broke for other people to get really rich. So it's kind of a double-edged sword that way. It's a hard way to think of the reality in trading and in markets, because every time somebody makes money, somebody loses money, right? And nobody likes to lose money, um, especially when it's a person rather than a company. So my guess is it dips to the 40 levels. Good. That's what Gaming Bob says. It could dip to the 40 level. So what level is that going to be where people capitulate and they're just like, I'm not holding on to this. I've been holding on to it for, you know, 3 years. And it's like people, maybe you were holding on to it back here, right? Maybe you bought in at 60 and you're like, holy smokes. And you rode this up and you're like 100, you doubled your money in Hasbro. New change in board of directors, but then, hi. Hi. I'm having fun. Yeah, I'm having fun. Miss Alfonso asked if we're having fun. Yes, I'm having fun. You can't stop me. Uh, Having fun with you folks. So what does this mean, right? I'm not buying shares in Hasbro, but I'm like, there's going to be people who are buying shares in Hasbro and like, are like have brokers and stuff. They have like, that make you broker. But I've seen enough of stock market things. I used to buy and sell stocks a little bit, and it's fun and exciting, but at the same time, it's a lot to keep track of. There's a lot simpler things out there rather than like buying and selling stocks daily or weekly. We used to sit. I had a good buddy used to used to open up his computer every morning at work, and like he'd have the trading desk open like right there every morning. I'm like, okay, what's up? And he'd look, okay, I'm buying this or I'm selling that, right? I'm like, wow, like, and this is like around Tesla. So I got exposed to that at work with a really good work colleague of mine a few years ago, and then you started just getting into it and watching it and trying things. Some stuff works out, and for just to be totally clear, nothing has ever worked out that way, like extremely to the upside. I've experienced things where like, you buy a small number of shares. Let's say, it could be anything. It could be like, I'm not going to name some companies, but let's say tech or something, or because that's our Hasbro, like a tech stock, right? Like some, like a computer company, right? Some Apple stock, for it could be any tech company, but somebody buys a share at $60. Oh, it doubled, right? Or okay, you want to sell it, but there's always fees, right? But then you got to think there's people that are putting in like millions of dollars. They don't really care about the game of Magic. They just see it as another stock commodity, right? Whereas like people like us who play it and have cards, like this means less to us than it does to some people in that corporate level. My 2 cents, right? We're sitting on this hill, we're waiting for this to move, but then it does sort of affect us all, right? Because we hold these cards and we got ones that we collect, and we got decks that we want to build, and we got cards that we want to acquire, we got packs, and we got love for the product that's in there. And then this is like going to directly affect the direction of the game we play, right? How you doing this morning? Uh Glad to have you here. A lot of emotion still. My guess is it dips to the 40s. Yeah, buddy. A lot of emotion. Just hoping to cap some peeps on shipping. Keychain hustle, yo. Hey, DJ Longhair, actually, I saw you had some dice bags commissioned there. with like the funky graphic on it, the squirrel, I think it was. And I thought I wanted to say, like, well done. That looks really cool. If anybody hasn't checked it out quite yet, it looks really neat. It's very innovative. Stuff like that really makes you stand out. I have a unique thing like that. I got a new article here from the stock desk. Let's go. Check it out. January 31st. Or New Horizons. All will be fun by Matt Greschnik. How you doing, Matt? I should tweet this, boy. Oh, Matt Greschnik. Anybody on Twitter? Let's hit him up. Matt Greschnik. Matt Grechnik, we're reading your article here on the stock desk. New Horizons is back, taking a look at some reprints and some promising new additions from Phyrexia. All will be one. Elish Norm, Mother Machines, the Phyrexian Obliterator. I got mixed emotions about this card, but we're going to discuss it. Phyrexian Arena. Let's get into this article here today. It's a good one. It's the day to do it. Yesterday we were talking about this Kasari Gamma and the old cards in the dark, but alas, I can't hold back. Let's get right into this here. Welcome back, folks. It's Brody. We're the stock desk. It's February 1st. We're here with amazing fans returning to the plane of Mirrodin after nearly 12 years. Once again, face the atrocities of Phyrexian biomechanical nature. Phyrexia All Will Be One is a fresh set of cards that holds a new economic opportunity. With a minimal amount of reprints to contemplate, this article will hone in on the cards which offer the greatest financial significance. This set will shake up the standard format while providing new options for EDH players and Pioneer. From Venerated Rot Priests to Icamaroon Gauntlet, oil slicked raise foils, there is something for every player. While the prices are currently subject to speculation until we get our hands on the card, certain picks will stay concrete in their price range. I have seen some streamers cracking this stuff. I think it was called, I subscribed to it. It was, I'll see if I can find it. It's like Hometown MTG. Shout out to Hometown MTG. So the people were opening this stuff. However, we must mention the elephant in the room before we delve any further. This, of course, the vast amount of card variation at one's disposal within the set. This variety stems from the additional extras available, ranging from extended art to step and complete foils. For the sake of clarity, this article will set aside the oil slick variants and focus on the regular printings of the cards as they appear in the draft boosters. This Elish Norm, Mother of Machines. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, Dual Brain heading to the LGS for discussion. Yo, Dual Brain, goeiemiddag, midday Brody. Yeah, we're catching up with some folks that we don't normally see early in the morning shows. So it's been great. We got snow coming down. Brody's signing up, shovel, I guess. That's what's on the docket for today. Why not? It wouldn't be Phyrexia article if we didn't cover the superstar of the set, Elish Norn, Mother of Machines, is certainly being marketed as the showcase centerpiece for this release. The card is undoubtedly influential and undercosted for the impact it provides, resilient with both one-sided Panharmonicon and Torpor stapled on top. This is the 4/7 for 5, a white and 4. It's so easy to cast in white. Like, usually you're going to see double white pips, but this thing can be cast for a single white and 4. It's got vigilance. And if a permanent entering the battlefield causes the ability to trigger of a permanent you control, that ability triggers an additional time. Permanents entering the battlefield don't cause abilities of permanents your opponents control to trigger. You get Torpor Orb and Panharmonicon on one card for 5 mana. Sick. In the vintage format, there exists an edge case where some of the white initiative decks may use Elish Norn. Alternatively, Torpor Orb is a sideboard piece in a handful of control decks. Nevertheless, due to its large casting costs, I can't foresee this particular card being a staple piece in this format. Maybe in Reanimator, it's possible. If you're going to blink this into the battlefield, I don't know. It's legendary target. You might want to put it in the sideboard for whatever matchup you may see, where you want to, flash this in from the dirt and use it to counter your opponent's cricket ability of some threat that they're trying to stick. Large situational, I can't see it. It didn't come to my mind until I read it here, but this entirely different for EDH, right? As a commander piece for the 99, this creature complements well and offers strategic flexibility from landfall to enchantress. Anything evolving around the enter the battlefield effects will benefit from this. Hey, Alfonso, my cousin Jimmy, does WotC not get that they are driving us crazy with all these variants, or do they not care? Right? I don't. I mean, I know what you mean. Like they, I don't think they're. I think it's like a little bit of tone deaf. Like it's tone deaf, tone deaf. It's like being super tone deaf, right? Like I can't hear you. We're not listening. Maybe that's what it is. Look at all variants though. Like which one do you get? And the part that drives me crazy is now when you're buy listing cards, you go to the buy list, and when it was one or two versions of a card, it's really easy. You punch it in, you're like, okay, this version, which one is it? Foil, non-foil, okay, let's go. But now buy lists like are very have to be very fussy with which versions they want and which ones they don't. Because one will be like $4 and then another one will be $6 on the buy list, and then one they won't want because they have it and lots of it, and then one will be like $32. And so it's weird depending on what what you open. Uh, so I think it frustrates the stores too. I mean, that would frustrate me as a store or somebody who's got to be updating the buy list. One thing that I noticed recently is in building this buy list, I've gone back and due to inactivity, certain cards get updated where vendor doesn't want them anymore for whatever reason. They stocked up on it. Now they're not taking it on the buy list. So your cart is constantly, it makes it hard to buy list because your cart is, what's the word? It's amorphous, it's aqueous, it's like it's not accurate because it always, the criteria of what cards they're accepting is always moving. So if you have a large buy list to make, by the time you complete it, there might be some cards from the beginning of the buy list that they don't want anymore. So you got to go through it again, like very precisely. And that didn't seem to happen last time I did it. So these things are very fluid. I guess that's the word. Here we go. On the other side of the table, this also resolves two common issues. Both oxide extortionist and passes oracle, arguably format defining cards. These are completely shut off from benefiting our opponents with the Praetor in play. Along with that, the design of enter the battlefield triggers is a well established theme that will not be disappearing anytime soon. This is the best part. Those adjustments, they give you an idea of what's happening as it's happening. Recording discussion. Hellish Norn will open with 10 divergent printings across 10 divergent. Yes, I said 10 divergent printings spread across 5 distinct arts. Most of these will be accessible as collector editions and in turn will hold a greater value. The cheapest way to acquire this card is to seek the regular non-foil print version, available in draft boosters. So like I like draft boosters personally. If I can ever help it, if I am buying sealed boxes, I'll buy the draft boosters simply because I like drafting. So the fact that the really premium versions of the cards are only available in the set boosters, or the better percentage of getting them Yeah, I think there's certain cards that aren't available in the draft boosters. They're just in set boosters. So that is aggravating, personally. I don't know if you guys experience that, but that is one more thing. You need more cowbell prime. Prime has a problem. Tell me, lend me your ears, folks. So, the cheapest way to acquire the Elish Norm is going to be the non-foil print version from the draft boosters. So that's where you're going to get like that's the downside of enjoying draft and holding on to sealed boxes of draft boosters. The downside is like it's the cheaper versions of the cards now that are in there. Similar to the Shoulder the Apocalypse, Norn is likely to increase in price another 20 to 30%. This percentage will predominantly be affected by its impact on the standard metagame. Are you in Montana, Prime? He is. No DJ, yes, Jimmy. I found two new playmats and had to have them. Ah, that's a bad problem. That's a good problem. I have like 30 mats. Yeah, the thing with playmats is it's hard to get my first one, and now I got a few pretty cool ones. Let's talk about this card now. The third one. This is Phyrexian Obliterator slash Vindicator. Why does it say Vindicator? Okay. Huh. And here's the other part about this article. Oh, they put the other. Look this. This is well done. We got the other art here. You would think that they would put the new printing, but okay. Give me a second here. I want to kind of hear from you folks about this Obliterator, the Oblitz for Phyrexian Oblitz. Let's open up chat here. Check it out. Hey, which Obliterator art do you like best? The old printing, old art, or the new art? Which Obliterator art do you folks like best? We're gonna shoot a poll here on Obliterator. I know how I feel about it, but I really got to hear from you, folks. Let's check out. Okay, so we got the Phyrexian Obliterator. This is the new art for it. The 5/5 they got a reprint now. I have some friends that play Obliterator in Mono Black. This 5 mana 5/5. When I was getting back into Magic after taking a break and realized that this was a card, I was like, that's got to be the best card in the entire game. It has to be, but alas, I mean, Cody was being a Jimmy maybe a little bit too teeny, but last I saw this card that says when a source deals damage to Phyrexian Obliterator, that source's controller sacrifices that many permanents. It's like Annihilator on there. If you touch it, if you block it, then you got to sack permanents. If it hits you, it's gonna deal 5. It's 4 black mana. It's got that don't bad touch to it, like don't touch me kind of a feeling to it. So we got the Phyrexian Obliterator, the new art. There are a lot of ways to just straight up kill this card. It just dies to removal. There's ways to get rid of it without dealing damage to it, and the chance that it like sticks around after turn 4 cast. If you can get it off with a Dark Ritual or something a little quicker, that's one thing. But it dies to removal, and it doesn't end up sticking around too often. And if it doesn't if it does end up sticking around, it kind of puts up a pretty good defense for player, especially in a command game. Then we get this Phyrexian Vindicator. So this is a new card. It's okay, like it's like the white version. It's 4 white for a 5/5. Flying. If damage would be dealt to Phyrexian Vindicator, prevent that damage. When damage is prevented this way, Phyrexian Vindicator deals that damage to any other target. Wow! Behold your inevitable defeat, Elish Norn. This is the counterpart to the Obliterator in white. How do you like that? Ah, we're gonna Fracking Obliterator will make its appearance as a third reprint of it. How we 100% of you folks like the old art on the Obliterator. Wow. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. And the bowl. Thanks for thanks for thanks for your vote. 100% of you folks like the old art. I can't say I disagree. I also like the old art. It looks way more scary. The mouth on this thing just personally just makes me want to get out of the way of it. This guy's got more of a slashy, spiky hand thing and a tail, but I mean, I would don't get me wrong, very scary looking, but this old art just such a bony horror. But it's the third reprint. The version from Masters 25 and New Phyrexia are currently averaging about $35. The new variant is currently trending at $25, making it roughly 28% cheaper to pick up. The Obliterator will likely continue to fluctuate in price, trending lower as more copies enter the market. In terms of format capabilities, the reprint will not offer a vast change. The 4 MV slot in mono black for both aggro and mid range already places Shieldred firmly at its helm. For Pioneer, the Devotion archetype could make a resurgence using Grey Merchant Asphodel. Yes, the Drainy boy, the Grey Merchant, right? This guy with the sack of flour on his back. Nope, yeah, or riches. He's got a sack of something. However, this does not only create an additional tier 2 deck, but also not offer enough change in the format to cause an uptake in card demand. However, this Flexian Vindicator opens up the potential for a complete cycle of such creatures. Bahaha. It's currently at $20 and showing a declining price trend. The Vindicator is more likely to become a combo piece, along with cards like Guilty Conscience or Pariah. Guilty Conscience being Scourge card? When enchanted creature deals damage, Guilty Conscience deals that much damage to enchanted creature. And Pariah. Ah, yes. Enchanted creature, all damage that would be dealt to you is dealt to enchanted creature instead. So you do the Pariah on it, and if a source would be dealt to the Vindicator, it prevents that damage, and then it's prevented, it redirects it. Sort of like it's got the Reckoner effect, like a Boros Reckoner, right? I don't foresee this as an auto-include elsewhere outside Devotion game plans, but we're going to get on to Phyrexian Arena. Phyrexian, oh shiz twiz. Old art is almost always better. I like the old art. Let's continue our analysis of the Phyrexian Arena. Pricing trends previously displayed a sharp spike caused by a bio back in 2001. At the beginning of your upkeep, you draw a card and lose a life. I think the other version of it is Urza's Phyrexian Arena, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Phyrexian Arena. Phyrexian Arena. I want to see what that's at. Oh, yeah. Lots of different copies of it. Okay. A lot of different versions of the Phyrexian Arena. Okay. Team deck sets, mystery boosters, Phyrexia versus the Coalition, Conspiracy, Take the Crown has a $25 copy of it. Lots of reprints on this. The Apocalypse foil. That's expensive one. 300 bucks. Holy moly. Ninth edition, I'm sure seventh edition, if there was one, probably be worth the boat and a truck and a kazoo. But plenty of printings of this card. That doesn't mean we can't see another one. This art version of it has crept down from the $35 to $38 average down to 11. The new print caused a further decrease in the overall price with the current average of $3. Additionally, it's highly unlikely to see a climb back up as the card is not in high demand. It's often outshined by alternatives like Necropotence, Sign in Blood for Eternal Play. However, Phyrexian Arena is still a decent option for any cube. Or slower EDH play. Maybe cube. Honorable mention. It's not the dishonorable mention. Me and my cousin Jimmy would like to give an honorable mention to the must go to the ally colored Fastlands, which were first printed in Scars of Mirrodin, haven't been reprinted out the Fastlands. These see a large amount of modern play with the prices hanging as low as the Razor Verge Thicket and Blackleaf's Cliffs. In conclusion, over 200 new cards and an assortment of various collectors. I'm curious to see how the set will perform over the following weeks, from distinct upgrades to well-established cards to new pieces creating their footprint in the meta. There's definitely something here for everybody. All new releases will carry with them an expectation that changes will offer inspiration to the players and shake up the game. Phyrexia All Will Be One is definitely a new exception. Matt Grechnik, join us again here in another couple of weeks when we'll cover set adjacent Commander product. Matt started playing Dragon's Maid. Since then, he's tried an experiment with all formats before discovering his love for EDH and Pauper. Piloting a Jund deck for the last 10 years, he now tries to both understand and break Sealed as a format. Breaking Sealed. Nice. Appreciate the article from Matt. It's a pretty good one. Just a recap on Phyrexia All Will Be One. The three popular cards. Hellish Norn, Mother Machines, the Flexian, or Flexian. Maybe this one seems more Flexian. Flexian than Flexian than Phyrexian. Folks, ain't no joke. Where have you got Brody today? Where are y'all? Got me on the dash of the car. We're bumper skiing. Got me at work. Where are you folks tuning in from? Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Now it's time for the part of the show where we get to know and we get to go over to that list. Oh, the list. how thanks for the quick quick break and a word from Harry Belafonte. That is definitely going to get us. Do you know what happens when that happens? That means it's time for the movers and the shakers list here. This morning, a special thanks to RCA for Shieldred being 65 bucks. Glad to hang with you folks today. Frozen New Hampshire. Don't worry, Jimmy. We've got plenty of snow out on the ground. As well, this Dark Steel Forge. It's up on the list now. Now, disclaimer, and a real lion tamer. Brody's got to let you know that these we may be on the Pioneer list. These cards are legal in Pioneer, but it doesn't mean that's what's pushing them up in price. A lot of times it's Commander. So we got a chance to look at some of the decks using it. I have been looking through sorting cards because I have a feeling I opened one of these in Double Masters and I'm trying to find it because right now it seems really good. The Darksteel Forge seems to be making waves. It might even appear on a modern list somewhere, and why not? It's up 4% to $1.67, up to $39. Foil Shoal is my next game hit card. I opened a non-foil. Check out Brody. Check. Put thus common. Put thus common? I don't understand. Let's take a look at this card. Oh my gosh. 39 bucks. I know I opened it somewhere. I hope I didn't buy list it. No, I checked my buy list. I don't think I did. 67 bucks. 52. 43 from Dubla Masters. Artifacts you control have indestructible. Oh, cool. 1 second. We're off the coffee. We're switching to hot chocolate. We got some hot chocolate because it's snowy out, and that's the only thing that goes well with snow is hot chocolate and sledding, I suppose. And dark steel forging. Forging on, we go for $39.95. Artifacts you control can have indestructible, which means they can't be destroyed by damage, and things that say destroy don't destroy them. I love the way they describe that, right? Artifact creatures with indestructible can't be destroyed with damage. So it does creatures as well, and with mirrors. Starting to see mirrors, starting to see some support. This thing is keeping on going. A couple of months ago it was only $20 bill, but it's at least twice that now. Oh wow. Look at this aggressive price spike. Big green arrow here. Whoa. I wouldn't advise buying into this card because you can still probably open it up in packs. Double Masters, and it's going to definitely see a reprint one time or another. How many versions are there? Just want to make sure because this is equity. This thing just reprinted in Double Masters. I could see it coming again very soon. Check out Thus Common. DJ says Deadbeat Attendant making moves in Legacy. Galaxy Foil are above 15 bucks. Okay, Deadbeat Attendant. Stuart Inman. Will Sholdred hold its price? First printing and no reprints on the immediate horizon. I'm trying to decide whether to sell the 8 Sholdreds that I have right now, lol. Well, first of all, Stuart Inman, thanks for joining in, man, to the conversation. The question of Sholdred. I'd say 8's too many. I mean, for me, if you wanna ask my opinion, I opened one and Mrs. Alfonso opened one. Actually, she opened one first, and I'm like, wow, Oh, that's what it feels like to have a Sheoldred, right? And I was like, okay. And then I open one and I'm like, whoa, that's really good. Now, I think there's a little bit of difference between Sheoldred and a card like Carnage Tyrant. Because like that card went to 45 and $60 when it was in rotation. Now, Sheoldred's got life in Commander. I would probably keep a playset and get rid of the rest. If you've got 8, I don't know how you got them. If you opened them. If you were playing the card, definitely keep some. But 8 copies seems like a lot. Wow, that's a lot of Sheoldreds. It depends. Is that all? I mean, it depends. Maybe it's your favorite card, though, right? So, like, I need more. Maybe that's not enough for you, Stuart. Maybe it's like Liliana of the Veil, or it's like Darksteel Forge, or it's like Grim Lavamancer for some people. It's like some people have maybe it's a pet card. Maybe you're like, oh, I can't have enough Sheoldreds. Or maybe it's like your Mox Amber. Who knows? That's another weighing in factor, right? For me personally, it's a good card. I'm glad I have one of it. I opened it, I was like, wow, 65 bucks. I think I could buy list it right now. The hot list, I think it's on the hot list. Here's the hot list. Here's the hot list. Trade in value January 27th, 2023. So these guys are giving 30% trade bonus on top of this. And I believe Sheoldred is on there. Is Sheoldred on there? Vorinclex. Oh, Sheoldred. Is it gonna hold? It might go higher. It could go higher. Sheoldred could go higher. It could go higher. Here's another strategy too. Like, they say time in the market is better than time in the market. So I just want to see where's LMNOPQR. I don't think they Shoulder the Apocalypse 55 Canadian. That's what they're given in Canadian pesos over at Foot to Face Games, right? They'll put their foot right in your face for 55 Canadian pesos. If you want to hand over a copy of Shouldered at that price, I would just go elsewhere, right? Oh, plus 30%. So you're getting you know, you're getting like 40 bucks, right? 40 greenbacks. And I think Card Kingdom would probably do better than that. But here's the thing: if you're suspicious about this, is another thing you do. You got 8, right? So Stuart, here's the thing: maybe sell one, right? Here's the other thing: sell one. How about you do that, right? Maybe sell one and then give it 3 to 6 months, and then you'll know whether like you want to sell another one. If it keeps going up, you're like, okay, then you're averaging up, right? Over time. And then like if you're gonna like, okay, I'll sell 4 and then wait another 3 months. Like right now, a card that I got this buy list right here, so I'm buy listing cards. I got a card in here that I paid like 120 for. I got 2 cards, copies of it. I got this counterbalance, right? So I got counterbalance, 2 of these foil counterbalances. Stuart Inman, right? So I got Tom Mitchell's in the house. How you doing, Tom? We're doing the Pioneer list. We're talking buy list. We're talking the hot list. We're talking the 30% in a trade that they're giving over to Foot to Face. They're getting their foot in my face all day, each and every day. I'm talking to Stuart Inman. He's rocking 8 copies of Shoulder the Apocalypse, and I got this in the buy list box. It's got about $347 USD that I'm looking to put into a buy list and send on over to Card Kingdom or anywhere else that might have something hot for my little hands here, because we were just like kind of chilling out. But Stuart, so I this card, it's like I overpaid for these when it was like it was legal in Legacy and with the Divining Top, and it still is, but the top got banned, so the other half that made this card good, it kind of got nixed, right? So I'm kind of in a situation like if I had 8 of these and I was like a shouldered man like you are, I'd be like, this is the better advice. Maybe this is the better advice. It's the better advice. Three times as nice is the better advice. I'll say it twice. The better advice is like maybe sell. This is where I'm at. Maybe I should take some of my own advice and just sell one copy of the counterbalance, right? I'm just worried it's going to get hit with a reprint. It's never going to be higher, and I'll wish that I had of like, you know, sold it. Like I bought into it for too much, and now it's like it got reprinted, and it's, you know, the old snap, cold snap, old snap foils are good, but like it's never going to be as high as it is now. So I'm like, okay, maybe I should take some of my own advice, sell one, and then in 6 months, if it goes double again, maybe sell the other one. I can just buy the non-foil version. But at least I'm out of like that's how long it takes. Okay, so it like I've been sitting on this for since 2019. Wait, like Brody, just like hype to play Legacy, love Legacy, great format. Can't say enough about it, but like that's a beat of mine. Been beat by the game on the counterbalance. So don't let it happen to you, right? Let's check it out. We got the Dark Steel Forge. So maybe sell one, give it 3 months, and then if you want to sell another, if you got a local game store near you, maybe you can trade it in on something else, maybe some store credit. Maybe you got another buy list of cards that you're going to send off to Card Kingdom, and that's one of the items in the box. Keep the nicest one for yourself. Have a little bit more time in the market rather than just selling out altogether. We were talking about capitulating a little while ago. And like if you go back to the beginning of the stream, we talked about it today about capitulation in the Hasbro stock, right? Like people just giving up. Like it depends. Are you giving up on Sholdred, right? Are you right here with Sholdred? Oh, I opened her when she was $120 and now it's 65. I gotta just get something for it. I've got 8 copies, right? So are you just trying to get out of Shoulder It, or are you like you still like the card? It means something to you. You're playing it, but just 8 is like you got the hot hands, right? You're just doing well. Hit the like button, folks. Appreciate you for joining life with me here this morning. I'm hanging out with Stuart Inman. We're talking the Pioneer list. We got Tom Middle in the house, Mr. DJ Longhair, Coach, Cosmic Seeds, my cousin Jimmy, Mr. DJ Long Hair here. Twiddler is in the house having a little hot chocolate. We're uh checking out the hot list, the movers and the shakers with Prime 406, Richie Dubs, Michael Superbacker, MTG Gaming Bob, and you, the 20 of you amazing fans of Magic the Gathering who love the game as much as we do. We're watching the snow fall up here in the land of cold hands and maple syrup. And this Dark Steel Forge is keeping us warm. I'm searching for a copy in my collection. Let's do it. Let's go to the next card on that list. I think what deck's using it? Wait till we see Urza Lord High. Of course, Urza Lord High is using it. Lord, is Urza High on this Dark Steel Forge. How you doing? Super fast. Let's do some chats up. Let's get chat going over here. Where's the Lord High Artificer? Yes, he is the one. He is the one who's got his gun to your head in the Dark Steel Forge world, right? Sell 4 and get something nice, Coach says. Yeah, so everyone's going to have their own attachment to the card, right? Maybe we sell just one at a time, you know? Maybe converting to an Alpha Beta Unlimited. The world is your oyster, Mr. Inman. Stuart, hit that smash button, the brotification bell. I'm glad you're here and you got Brody with you today. We're taking a look at decks using what the hex? We're looking at decks using the Dark Steel Forge. Morning, Tom. Like if I was sitting on 8 copies of the Dark Steel Forge, I'd be like so panicked. I'm like, oh, these things are hot, hot, right? Anointed Procession. All right. So here's another card that is from the Amonkhet block. Okay, I'm going to talk about it here. And you know a card this makes me talk about is Solemnity. Put this in your, anybody watching on the channel, Solemnity. Bro, put this on your calendar. February 1st, 2023. Actually, we talked about it earlier. What can we get Solemnity for? Here's a card that just beats Poison Counters. It was $4 not that long ago. Why can't we have the Cat version? It's 8 now. The foil version, the cheapest one, $4.57. Here's a card. It's sold out in stores for $2. It's now 4. This card's gonna go higher. Okay. When I see Anointed Procession, it just makes me think of how good that Amonkhet block is. And if you're not watching this card right now, I mean, I would for $4 or $3 try and get yourself a copy of Solemnity. It's $4, and we're talking about Elish Norn, and we're talking about Torpor Orb and Infect and all these amazing cards from Phyrexia. All will be one. But here's a card that uh, I think you can all appreciate the copy of the Solemnity. Go, hey, Johan Matuzzi is here. The free Patreon, Freetron. Johan, how you doing, friend? Coming in from Sweden. We are watching the snow fly. We're checking out Solemnity. So put this on your radar. If you want something that just wrecks counter decks, poison counter decks that are going to be coming out of Phyrexia, all will be one. This will wreck all but one. Get the Solemnity card. Put it on your calendar. I could see this card going 12 to $25. I could see it. Don't sell this card if you have it. It's going to be really good, and you might want to put it into a deck. It's as good as this card. Anointed Procession still going. Holy moly! A card from Hour of Amonkhet. Man, this is another doubling season type of card. If an effect would create more than one tokens, it creates twice that many tokens instead. The gods here may walk among the people, but they are not with them. Gideon Jura. I like this card. It's $41. Who knew when we were playing Hour of Devastation was a really good time. Mr. DJ Longhair says, I could do a 30 to 1 hour sesh with Dual Brain, Bob, and Superfast pre-recorded sometime, so I can still have a premiere at MTG Roundtable time while I'm getting back from your funeral. I have a problem. Oh, I'm behind in the chat here. Smashed, live again. Johan Matuzzi, how are you? I'm doing good. We're talking Anointed Procession here. I got to tell you, what a time to be alive, right? As far as magic goes, it's you can look back and see how amazing of a time Hour of Amonkhet was. Amonkhet was really good. We just came out of the Kaladesh block where we had inventions and we went straight into an Anointed Procession. Unfortunately, these versions that they have was this one made into an invocation? No. But unfortunately this one wasn't made into an invocation. I may have underestimated this card's longevity back in Amonkhet, and who could have thought this would be a $40 commander staple, or even a card that can be playing in Pioneer. Pioneer wasn't even really around then. Was it? No, we were playing Brawl. Does anybody remember Brawl? Oh, okay, so that's what we were playing. That was a new format in Amonkhet. I remember we were like Brawl decks, and I'm like, what's Brawl? Brawl was like 60 card commander with yeah, Brawl, and it was it was another format that we were like, is this even gonna last, right? So we were playing Brawl, and people were playing Commander. And Anointed Procession was good, and it was only $3 or $4. It was about the same price as Solemnity. Yeah, $5, $5. So people can see the benefit to this card, but I think we're sleeping on Solemnity. If you want to get copies of that, you already got some Solemnity, Stuart. Good man. You're going to be happy with that. So we want to put the fun into our collection. I don't want to this is not financial advice. This is fun financial advice. This is finance. These are cards that are fun. It's not fun to buy into Anointed Procession and then it goes down to $5. It's fun to play a copy of Solemnity that you have bought for $4 or $2, and it goes up in price to 15 or 20. That's fun. It's fun to trade them into a store to get more store credit than what you paid for them, and the cards just seem just like more fun that way. So this is like what's not fun is not being able to afford a $41 copy of Anointed Procession, right? What's fun is buying 3 copies of Solemnity for $4 and trading 2 of them in for 15 when they go up and getting yourself a copy of Anointed Procession on trade. Now that's fun. How about that? So this is not financial advice, but this is a card that's really fun to play. It's in a Zulu of commander decks. That's right, I said it. A zoo of commander decks, including Edgar Markov, anything that makes the vampire token, right? Who wouldn't? Muriel's Shield of Argyle with the tokens. Rin and Sherry inseparable. Ishin, the two heavens is one. I want to look at this card. I know what the other ones do, but this one I don't. Ishin, two heavens as one. Having a little bit of cool art. Let's just take a minute to obsess over this Mardu commander. Wow, anybody like this samurai? Buy low, sell high, right? Did somebody say it?
Buy low, sell high, that's my motto. I may just quit my job at the power plant and become a full-time stock market guy.
Mission, two heavens as one. How's Leeches looking? That's another card, right? I think Leeches is it's getting out of reaches. If you know what I mean, it was on the bottom 10 not too long ago. $20. $20. It's gonna go farther. Just sit there. Wait, it's gonna go farther. But if $20, like, see, they better buy right now. I mean, I'm sorry to say it. If you haven't got leeches, it's this is gonna run. It's gonna go the way of Synth Golem, a card that like we spotted here that I, kind of Tom Mitchell got himself a copy at $12. He did. And then it's now at 45. This is a card that could go as high as 25 or 30. I mean, I would, what's fun is buying leeches for $1.50 and then trading it back to the store that gave it to you for something a little more fun. Like maybe that Anointed Procession. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting, interesting. Leeches is doing well. Uh, Solemnity as well. Deck math. I want to take a look at Ishin as two heavens. We're still going through, huh? I had to leave and drive to New York, but I'm listening. You got me along for the ride here, Richie Dubs. Thanks. Holmes got his business degree. Flexing. If a creature attacking causes a triggered ability of a permanent to control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So what creatures have we got that are going to be triggering with this? And this is where the Anointed Procession goes. Whenever a crone attacks, it gets XO, where X is number of attacking creatures. Crashing Drawbridge. Ooh, that's a neat card from Eldraine. I liked it in Limited. It gives something haste. All creatures haste, right? Everything creatures you control. This is really good, and it's 2 mana. Goro Goro, Disciple of the Ryusi. Creatures you control gain haste. Create a 5/5 Dragon Spirit token with flying activated if you control an attacking modified creature. Honored Crop Captain. When it attacks, you got Human Warrior, Sky Knight Vanguard attacks. Create a 1/1 White Soldier creature token that's tapped and attacking. So this is the one we want. We want this with the Anointed Procession. When the Sky Knight Vanguard, of course, it's Boros, right? This is like Boros flyers. The two, like, there's going to be all kinds. What about? Oh, hello. What about the little Rubbly boy? Where's the 1 and 2? Lannery Storm? Whenever Lannery Storm attacks, get a treasure. I got her in my buy list box. Here's a deck playing it. Coastline Marauders. 0/3 trample. When it attacks, it gets 1/0 until end of turn for each land defending player controls. Whoa! And it's got trample. It's a 0/3, but it's N3. Custodial Stormcaller. What about the Cranko? Tin Fit Street Kingpin. Yeah, Mardu Strike Leader. When he attacks, you get a 2/1. I have this card. This was a modern synergy that I tried to build with Impact Tremors, right? So you get the tokens, and then they take a damage, and then you can dash them in. Zurozoth, Chaos Rider, Heiko Kamikaze, the General, and of course the Anointed Procession. So this is a sweet Mardu deck math. It's going to make a lot of repercussion tokens with this Ishin, the two heavens as one. So this is like gives the double in the attack trigger, and then the Anointed Procession again. Wow, definitely a great way to use it. Of course, Tiger Markov and Muriel would use it, but like that's a deck using it. $41, I'd see it, right? Could totally see it. Powerful card, powerful deck. It's in the Pioneer format. It's right at the top of the list. It's two from the top today. Hit that notification bell. I thank you for folks for joining in and sharing this. Let's take a look at this next one. Nyx Bloom Ancient. Is this the one that doubles all our mana? It is. I think I traded in a couple of copies. Here's a card that Brody didn't do so well on this card. I think I bought a play set of it. It's probably down from where I bought it earlier. I think it was $25. Yeah. It's an expensive card, and it's been that way since it was printed. The Nyx Ancient says you tap a permanent for mana, it produces 3 times that much mana instead. What? 3 times? You tap a permanent? A Soul Ring taps for 6? Nyx Bloom Ancient is busted, right? It's too good. Although it is Commander legal, it is Pioneer legal. Decks using it is $20 bill. It's up on the list here today. It's $20. Omnath, Locust of Mana, Mono Green Omnath. Where's the Omnath? Is that Clara? This is a little Omnath, Minomnath, Minomnath. One green and 2/1/1. You don't lose unspent mana as steps and phases end. Omnath, Locus of Mana gets 1/1 for each unspent green mana you have. This is really good. Hoo ha. What set is he from? Little Mini Omnath. Commander Collection Green. And World Wake. This is a good Omnath. I like it. It's cute. It's legendary. If you want to build mono green, low to the ground with weenies and greenies, Omnath will do it for you. Birds of Paradise, Elvish, Mystic, Findoran Elves, Llanowar Elves, all the trackers, the Cobras, Lotus Cobra, Saku Tribe Elder, and Azusa Lost but Seeking, like 1 and 2 and 3 drops. Right? I like this. So, like, there's some low to the ground creatures, some good synergy there. Azusa, Findhorn, Elder, and then the big stuff comes in, including Old Gnawbone and the Nyx Bloom Ancient. So we're wrapping into that. We want to see some card draw in here somewhere. Are we wanting Beast Whisperer? No. No Beast Whisperer. How are we drawing cards? It seems like we might run out. We make lots of mana. Garuk, the Primal Hunter, Nissa, who shakes them wilds. And so a couple of fog effects. Kind of neat card. So Nyx Bloom Ancient played again, mostly Commander. It's on the Pioneer list. I don't have a Pioneer deck list to go through, but this is where it lives. And that's where it stays. It's better off there than I don't know what to do with this. Nykthos Shrine to Nyx. $36 for the 36 throws for the Nykthos. Taps for 1, pay 2, choose a color. This is the Devotion, right? There's a card that's going up in price because of Devotion decks and all the versions of the Phyrexians and the Elish Norns and the new Obliterator card and the what was the other one that we saw here today? The Phyrexian Vindicator, right? White Devotion is going to want this card. White Devotion likes Nykthos. It's good. You know what other card is good with this is like the Owl. There's like a really cool card. I think it's the 3/3 owl. It's a 4 cast cost. So anything with high pips, high colored mana pips. Hey, go Brody! I came with the other account for additional likes. Nice. Woo woo! Doubling season, right? Richie Dubs just cast doubling season in the stream. Richie Dubs himself. Richie Dubs MTG. So somebody called me about an Amazon scam call. Crazy. Let's check this out. Nick throws trying to Nick's. Devotion's going to be playing it. Probably going to be running things like Carpet of Flowers. Nick throws Ramp, 4 colors. Selesnya Angels, Crick, son of Yawgmoth. Krenko Mogboss. Oh, this is Pioneer. We have a Pioneer deck. Cool. We got 2 decks to play it in Pioneer. Selesnya Angels. Thank goodness. See, Commander is such a dominant format. It just is everywhere. If you want to know why the Resplendent Angel is good on a buy list, like you look at the hot list here, this is like where if you like, do you like tracking? Like there's 20 people watching. Like, do you guys like tracking the prices of Magic cards? Does it fun for you? Is it enjoyable? Like, let me do it for you. I'm doing the show here on the morning show. We're doing the Magic Stocks and Magic Talks for you folks. We're checking the buy list prices and these hot cards. Like, where is this Angel? Resplendent Angel. It's expensive. This is why. Resplendent Angel will get you $30 on the buy list or $39 with trade. Card Kingdom may be better, but that's why decks like this in Pioneer, right? This Resplendent Angel right here. If you gain 5 or more life, create a white 4/4 Vigilance Angel token, and it can give Angel, Resplendent Angel, and a +2/+2 and lifelink. So Nykthos is played in Angels because of the serious devotion, and then Nykthos Ramp in Pioneer. I want to see like what's the multicolor, the friggin' Nicolas Bolas, unreal. Nicolas Bolas is in here. So I guess you want the devotion to green, and you're ramping out this Nicolas Bolas. Why not? Let's check it out. Cavalier of Thorns, it also got devotion. Any of the Cavaliers will work well with Nicholas Shrine to Nyx. It's also played in Commander, see support there. These are actually pretty good builds. Like, these don't look too expensive. Muriel, Shield of Argive in white. This card could see a reprint sometime soon. Theros? Yeah, like, I'd be careful of buying this card. It's 36 bucks if you really want it, okay. Maybe just wait. Is it on the list? It is on the list. The list version's 38. It's expensive. Some equity there. I like it. I try and open the card. Land is always a good investment, right? As a rule, like I try not to when it comes to buy listing, I don't put lands in the box. I should be slapping myself if I put lands in the buy list box. It just shouldn't happen. I'll always regret it. If I ever trade a land away, it's just like there's so many interesting lands and utility lands, and that's one of them. I'd say if you ever open one, just hold on to it, even though you're not using it, and that's a good practice for anybody who's like been in Magic a while. Just because you're not playing the card doesn't mean you shouldn't hold on to it. At least in copy. Chain Veil. Here's a broke card that works with this Teferi. I think it's the busted combo. Brody for the win. Super fast. Thanks, buddy. So this is a card like the Chain Veil that just does shenanigans in Commander when you combine it with like this Teferi Planeswalker. Okay, it's 4 mana. I've this. Let's talk about turn 0. Okay, let's talk about a card that can cause some confusion at the table and Commander. And like this has been a subject of conversation. Like turn 0, what do you do? Well, certain stores run their own ban lists, right? I've seen talk of that in the last little bit, and like some cards are like, well, I don't care what the official Commander Rules Committee says, but I'm just like, we have our own ban list at this store. So this card may be a pet card at some places, but it's I think it's legal in Commander. But depending on who you're playing with, they might frown on running this card. Check it out. 4 mana at the beginning of your end step. If you didn't activate a loyalty ability of a planeswalker this turn, you lose 2 life. So you need to activate a planeswalker ability or this thing's going to hurt you. It wants you to have a planeswalker. 4 and tap it. For each planeswalker you control, you can activate one of its loyalty abilities once this turn, as though none of its loyalty abilities have been activated this turn. All right, so 4 mana, tap it, you get to do a double planeswalker activation. So I think people are playing that with like the Busted Teferi, right? Let's see. Nykthos Ram. What's the Teferi where people are running it with? If I sit down in this to play Commander, we talk about cards that are busted. Some people may bring this card up. Where's the blue one? Where's the blue one? Nykthos Ramp, that's the Pioneer deck that is using it. Azika, God of the Tree, Liliana Hergo. Garth the Lion. Sisay Weatherlight Captain. Captain Sisay. She's all colors. What a great commander. From Modern Horizons 2. Well, there's much to be said about Teferi in the Chain Veil. It's $28. It's in 15. I don't know how often or soon we're gonna see a reprint on this card. It's a list. It's made its way onto the list. The foil version is $60. It's probably gonna see another reprint at some point, but again, it's a card that almost seemingly wants to get itself banned. It's very close to being broken. It can be really unfun when people play it. It does go infinite in some situations where Planewalker activated abilities will end up taking you extra turns. So buyer beware when dealing with the Chain Veil. Pretty interesting card. It's coming in number 5 off the top of the movers and the shakers list here today. That's a good way to ultimate with a planeswalker for sure. It's definitely the Chain Veil is kind of the best way to ultimate with planeswalker. It happens really fast too. Fast. Let's check out this card. This 2/2. How you doing, Coach? This guy's up 3% from Ravnica. Gate Crash. Excuse me. $11. Creature Spirit. 1 black and 3 for the 2/2 with Extort. When you cast it, you can pay Orzhov a black or a white. And if you do, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain that much life. Whenever you tap a swamp for mana, you add black to your mana pool in addition to its mana that land could produce. Whenever you tap a swamp for mana, add an additional black. Really good, right? In Spirits, Dex and Pioneer, even playing it, no, of course not. It's Commander. When was the last time this thing saw a printing? Gate Crash in 2014. That's it. Okay, that's a nice card. Doubles the whenever you tap a swamp for mana, it adds an additional black. That's really good. Holy smoke! I want this for the zombie deck. Why wouldn't I? It's such a strong card. It just keeps trickling up in price. Look at it go, truckling up in price. And until this thing sees a reprint, this is it's, until this thing sees a reprint, it's going to be just hanging out here and just slowly going up in price. Good morning. What's happening? It's not morning. What's happening? What's happening? Brody was up over at the Twiddler's place last night. Uh, Stayed up late, so we're pushing the live stream today into the morning slash afternoon stream, midday streaming here. Benson's here. Benson's in the house. Dust my eyes or dost my eyes? I think it's dost my eyes, but nevertheless, how are you doing, Benson? Thanks for joining. I'm glad you are here with us today. The super fantastic tech has arrived, folks. I know you should be happy to know the one and only Mr. Benson is in the house. We're gonna get some great tech. What are you up to today? I hope I didn't throw you off with the later stream, but we did get to catch a lot of our friends and over the last hour and a bit here on the live stream because just of the time change, Cosmic Seeds and Super Fast Tortoise, Mr. DJ Long, some folks working nights. We can catch up with you folks. It's a snow day. We're seeing lots of snow. It's still coming down out there. The plow is going around the block, and I'm just like waiting with the snow shovel and checking the price of Hasbro stock with a cup of delicious hot chocolate here. It's February 1st. January's gone, it's in the bag. There's nothing more that we can do. We either, we got what we can out of January. It's 2023. It's been a great first month of the year. But now we're into like the February month. It's the smallest month of the year. It's the little bitty one. It's got 28 days. Valentine's Day's in there. I got to do something for Mrs. Alfonso. I really got to sort of start putting something together if I haven't already. It's February. It's the 1st of February. It's a good time to start the stream. We got new metrics on YouTube, and we all know how YouTube likes the numbers, quantity over quality. But I'll tell you, let's show YouTube they don't know what's good for them. It's the quality over quantity here over at Alfonso Investments. We got the highest quality fans and tech going in the game, in the community that we are sharing today in life. I thank you folks for tuning in and being a friend. Let's check out the movers and the shakers list here this morning. Early afternoon, it's later in the day, so we can hang out with you folks just a little bit more. Benson says, I am dog sharp pissed right now because of work. My job is the MTG card take inventory today, but our systems are shite. Shite. Brody, haven't seen one of these encyclopedias in ages. You used to have one. Oh, yeah, like the Magic encyclopedias. That was one of my dearest Christmas presents this year. I like this. I actually want to bring it to events where they have some artists and then like all the cards are in there, so we could just like open it up to a page and they can alter the alter the art right in the book. So I hope to get it around to an event at least with a couple of artists who have some of their art. Right now we're checking out this Crypt Gas with the folks. Richie Dub says, Brody, I like I like the later stream, but don't change anything because of me or anything special because I gotta be waking up early in the morning pretty soon. But I'm glad I caught you today. Basically, I'm super stoked that you caught me. I've been checking out your shorts. You got a lot of animals out that way. It's kind of reminds me of my backyard too. um, my job is the MTZ card take inventory. Inventory day sounds like it sucks. I wouldn't want to be doing inventory. It's a moving target, right? It's definitely a moving target, inventory. Like counting nuts and bolts at a hardware store. Ugh. How about this? Taking inventory of your mana, your black mana, because your swamps tap for additional black source each and every time. Chris trip. I like this card. It's $11. I could buy this card and not be regretting it. Like if it saw a reprint, it's good enough. I think it's good enough to pick up a copy. There's minty ones available. Is there a foil version? 25 for the foil, right? It's a gate crash card. Gate crash. I mean, I would get the $10 version. Why not? There's one available in foil for 20 bones. But like this card's good. If you're playing black, it's got extort on it. I guess this could go right in my zombie deck with Larry Nevin, the Nevin Earls deck, and then you can also add the extort where you can start draining opponents. I really like this card. I gotta write it down. I gotta put it on the vault with some of the other stuff, Vorpal Sword and a few other things that I'm gonna throw in that deck. My next time, Murray Cooper and the boys. Crypt Gas and Cletus, Trader of Gets. This is a vampire, right? Let's check it out. I don't have this card. So here's a card I've been dumped on like plenty of times in the past, right? Cletus, Trader of Get. It's a legendary creature. It was played in the Rock, which was heavily format dominant in Modern when Brody was like, spiking it out in the card stores, building modern decks like that were cutting edge and format breaking. But this card, Kalidas, I played against it a few times and it's been expensive. I've never actually opened any Oath of the Gatewatch, so I don't have a copy of it from whenever I opened it. It's a good card. It's sort of fallen out of favor in modern. We're doing the Pioneer list here, and I guess like it's strong enough to have seen play in Modern once upon a time. So why not? If it's legal in Pioneer, it should find a home there. It definitely see some play, but it may also be some good. It's in Explorer and Commander as well. So this card is super strong, super strong. I want to see a promo pre-release event promo Oath of the Gatewatch of 44. Okay, we got the price of this sucker. It seems to be drifting down. I would love to open this card. I would. It's like it's a card that I wish I had, but it's like, do I want it bad enough to go out and buy it knowing it's a reprintable card? So we got like the price come down once, and then it's like it's been good like a lot of times in its life cycle. You can see like times that this card has been hot. It's been hot on again, off again. This is like you know, this is like always changing its look. This is like, where does it go from here? Well, if it sees a reprint, it goes lower. If it doesn't and it becomes hot again, maybe it's a time to pick up Kalitas. Maybe we're seeing a bit of a reversal here on Kalitas. I do like Kalitas the Trader. Get pretty cool card right here. Maybe we're gonna keep seeing it going down or a breakout to the upside. Not a card that's on my radar to pick up, like per se, but ah, how is it good enough to make the zombie deck? Let's ask you folks. I gotta ask you folks a question. Is Kalitas Trader Get good enough to be in the zombie deck? Let's do a poll on that. Need to know. Let's get as many votes in there as we possibly can. I'll put it in a zombie deck. Maybe. Is Kalitas good enough for the zombie deck? Let me know what you think. I try and leave this one up for as many people who want to smash that because it's a card that I'm considering adding. It's just I don't may not want to run out and buy it. How are we doing here, folks? Kalitas, Kalitas. We bring. What will you feed us? Ha 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 ha. Kalitas. Legendary creature, vampire warrior. See, this is the part that I'm not so sure about. Like a card that I do want to get that I'm surprised I don't have and kicking around here is a Bad Moon. I wouldn't like mind trying to get a little older card. I Bad Moon. So if I had to spend $20 on a card, I'm like more prone to get oh, $6 for a Bad Moon. Like I get a nice Bad Moon for $6 that I can pay in old school, right? So all black creatures at +1/+1. So I'm like, this is definitely on Brody's like list of stuff to buy. I just need one, and the art on it is super cool with the base and everything else. But I want to get your opinion on the leaders from Oath of the Gatewatch. If if a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, exile that card and create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, exile that card and create a 2/2 zombie creature token. So the board white like Never Neural Disc out, or the Larry Nevin Planeswalker that we're running that wipes the board, and then so if it exiles creatures right off the battlefield. Sacrifice another vampire or zombie. Put 2/1 counters on Kalitas Trader of Get. Is now a time to pick this up? It's really good. Like $20 zombie deck. I think I need it. It's lifelink too. Now our zombies got Liliana's Mastery in there, gives +1/+1. We've got getting the Bad Moon in there. I'm surprised we don't see the Nevin Real Commander here Edgar Markov's playing it. Scarab God? Ooh, I should be putting a copy of Scarab on it. Where's my pencil? Let's write it down. Okay, all the while, any more tech out there, you folks? I think it is. I think it is decent enough to put into. I think it is decent enough to put it in. Some people say no, but let's check it. Let's check back in a bit here. If you folks think Cletus is good enough to put in a zombie deck, I don't see a zombie list here, but I do like the Scarab God. We're playing white though, so we can run back and backplay. It's Esper. The Scarab God. Look at this card. The Scarab God does zombie things. Decent. Decent. What else we got here? Combat Celebrant. Okay, so I got this card. It was in the buy list. I think I pulled it out. The Combat Celebrant. I like this card with Morog 3 of Okum. It's in Pioneer, but it's also good enough to be in Commander. I'm sure of it. Let's see. Where are we running it? Winota, Mishra, Ishin, Two Heads is one. Najila, the Blackblood Blossom. Wolfgar of Icewind Dale. Riona Fire Dancer. Itali, Oboon, and 5-color midrange. No way. It makes you zombies in a graveyard aid. It's good, right? I don't actually know Politis, one of the strongest card Pioneer right now. It's super powerful. Open 2 of those out of 5 pack when Oath win standard. Richie Doug got some cool stuff. Basically need an updated MS-DOS system to talk to SAP. But are you guys using SAP to count inventory? Ooh. MTG Cards Review. Well, it's not 5 a.m. here. Usually we do MTG Cards Review. I'm just reading the comments here. Usually we do the show at 5:15 in the morning. I was over at Twiddler's place last night, and we ended up staying up a little late. So we're doing the show later in the day. But if you catch us weekday mornings, we're on the air about 5:15 Mountain Time, which is 7:15 Eastern Standard Time. We're running a little bit past the hour here this morning with you folks just to catch up with some of the viewers that either run night shift or on a different shift. Today's a good day for me to reach out to you folks and spend a little more time on the channel to broaden our stream time. The morning show has been a huge success, and you folks make it that way. So I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in and spending a little time over here today. We're talking about, so that's what's going on here. It's Wednesday. It's the first of the month. I'm thankful for you and your viewership. MTG Cards Review. Check this out. We got the Winota card. I want to see this played, the Combat Celebrant with Morog. That's sort of where I would put it. Let's see, just checking on a poll here. Morog. I want to see this Morog, Fury of Akum. Because when I was going through the deck, and this is a card where I thought, man, this card could be fine if you could put it in a Minotaur's deck, right? So like Zendikar Rising, the Planeswalker one, I don't so much like the art that we see in front of you. I like more of the art with the cartoony Minotaur like this guy. This is the art I like. The other one seems kind of creepy. But each creature you control gets 1/0 for each time it's attacked and landfall, right? So this is one of the cards from Zendikar, and like I should do another bottom 10. Have you seen the bottom 10? I should do another bottom 10. Here we go. Brody should do another bottom 10. And here's why. There's a card right on the bottom of the reserve list that no one cares about. This card right here. Oh, this is such a card. It's funny to me. This is Alfonso's. Mrs. Alfonso special. This is an interesting card that should be on the bottom 10. It's never made its way onto an episode because like it's didgeridoo, right? And if we're gonna talk about Morag, we can't not talk about didgeridoo. So like this is a card that is near and dear to Brody's heart here, especially on the channel. This card right here. This card is near and dear. I can't say enough about the didgeridoos and the didgeridon'ts. And if I had to play Morag in some way, form, or shape at the combat celebrant, it would be with the didgeridoo. I just haven't figured out a way to do it, nor have had time to build it. But I promise you, after looking through the buy list, I realized I have a copy of Combat Celebrant, and we have a copy of this Mirage. And Mirage says landfall, whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, if it's your main phase, there's an additional combat phase after this phase. At the beginning of that combat, untap all creatures you control. So playing it in Omnath. I don't see a particularly Sethron. Here's a Sethron deck. So this is as Minotaur-y as it gets. I suppose with Sethron Minotaur Tribal, which seems really good. Seth has 2 colors in it, so you get to play Rakdos. You would get to play I want to see for a second if they're running the Combat Celebrant. And it doesn't look like it. No. So it's not exactly how I would want to run it. I would want to run Mirage with this didgeridoo and the combat celebrant and take advantage of that extra combat step. Check this card out, $14. So I would find a way to run like humans and minotaurs, humators, or something together. So we can 1 mana minotaur, flash in a minotaur with the didgeridoo, and then we can somehow get an extra combat step if we're running the Mirage. So I would want to like have this combat celebrant on the battlefield, try and give it. I'd like to run actually green. If any of you guys have a tip for like a green, a commander for minotaurs that include green, let me know because I want to run. I'd like to run something that's got a little bit more rampant and be some green for berserk. So we can also run like cards like Ball Lightning and maybe some stuff with haste and trample. If Combat Celebrant has been exerted this turn, you may exert it as it attacks. So just like, how does this work? Question. How does this work? If I have Combat Celebrant on the battlefield and I exert it, and when I do, I untap all the creatures I control, and after this phase, there's an additional combat phase. An exerted creature will untap during your next untap step. So if I have Combat Celebrant and Mirage that says whenever land enters the battlefield under control, if it's your main phase, there's an additional combat phase after this phase. At the beginning of that combat, untap all creatures you control. So the line of play has to be something like this. You got Mirage on the battlefield, and then you've got Combat Celebrant out, and then you attack with the Combat Celebrant, and then you want the Mirage to untap it. In your second main phase, you can exert the Combat Celebrant, get an extra attack step, and then use Mirage to essentially loop it and get infinite attack steps, right? That's the idea. Is it any good? It seems jank, but holy smoke, if I were to do Minotaurs, that's how I'd want to do it. Combat Celebrant's making its way on the list here. It's legal in Pioneer. It's from Amonkhet. It's another card that's like Anointed Procession. That's really good from Amonkhet block, and it's in a little bit of legs, and it's still $14.63. So it's a mythic. It's a 4/1, so it's a beater. If you can give it trample, it's good hit hard. It is hard. It is easy to deal with, but if I think it dies, you still get um, you still get the extra attack trigger. So if you can give like another Morog attack trigger, if you can run something like a Dolmen Gate, which is basically says combat damage doesn't Dolmen Gate. This is something that you would run in like a Goblin deck, but Dolmen Gate says prevent all combat damage to be dealt to attack creatures you control. So it's 2 mana. You can give it trample haste. The Morog doesn't do combat damage. You can just celebrate our bravo, bravo. It seems okay to me. Khalid's super powerful. It puts any changeling into play with didgeridoo. Nice. Richie Richie Dub says it's 5 a.m. in Russia right now. It dies the gut shot. Yes, Combat Celebrate dies the gut shot. It does. It's a little glitchy and it's snowstorm. It's not bad. Let me kill some stuff here. Could check the mic cable. Yeah, I mean I hear it too. Oh good. Uh-oh. Let me hopefully I had the turbo on for a second. Maybe I turned the turbo off. Alita sacrifices you. Use Morph on the boundless changeling, therefore he is a minotaur. So that might be a good way to do changelings, right? Yes. I have a copy of Morph. I like it. Then you can essentially use it to you can use the didgeridoo to put your changelings into play. Let me know how the audio is now. I just killed a few things um, that were taking up some drive space and some streaming power, I guess, out of my streaming. 83% of people say Kalidas is good enough for the zombie deck. Combat Celebrant, I like it. I like it. Let's do Changeling Minotaur Tribal instead of because then the human factor doesn't really bother us, right? I like it. Use Morph on the Boundless for Changelings. It's therefore he is a Minotaur of Sethron. Those I want one of the Benson says he wants one of the Chinese New Year prints of Sethron, the Hurloon Minotaur. All right, we're coming down the end of the list here. Ashaya, Soul of the Wild. This is an interesting card from Zendikar. A star. Let's check it out. It's just ninth off the bottom. Like, oh. So when are we gonna pick up these cards, right?
Buy low, sell high, that's my motto. I may just quit my job at the power plant and become a full-time stock market guy.
Ashaya, the Soul of the Wild, Zendikar Rising, $11. This elemental creature. It just finally corrected itself. It's a little bit better. Thanks, Superfast, for getting back to me on that. It's a little bit better, but still rolls with a glitch sound, kind of like it's sped up. It just corrected itself finally. LOL. Thank you, sir. I appreciate all the support from the fans and the friends like Superfasts for getting back to me, making sure the stream is working all right. When something doesn't like, Brody is such an amateur. I'm not even kidding you. We are we're having technical issues every once in a while now and again. But let's check out. Thanks, Derek. Appreciate you. The Shaya Soul of the Wild, legendary creature elemental. Soul of the Wild's power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. Non-token creatures you control are forest lands in addition to the other types. This is super cool. Let's, power and toughness is equal to the number of lands you control, so it's like a Dakin Blackblade, right? Dakin Blackblade has that ability. Star, and then non-token creatures you control. Non-token creatures, so like card permanents, are lands in addition to their other types. So they can tap for mana, but they're still effective for summoning sickness, so they become like a dryad, like an arbor dryad. Okay, neat card. Where are we playing it? In Omnath, in Selvala, Heart of the Wild. It's got its own deck. Ashara, Soul of the Wild. The Soul of the Wild and the Heart of the Wild. So let's see. The counterpart to this card is Selvala, maybe? How's the other account? You think Selvala, Heart of the Wild would play the Ashaya, Soul of the Wild, but I don't see it in there. Selvala, Heart of the Wild's 3 mana. Decent card. 2/3. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, its controller may draw a card if its power is greater than each other creature's power. So it has to be the biggest. Tap, add X in any combination of colors to your mana pool where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Wow. This would be good with like a great henge, I'm sure, because you put a couple of counters on things. I'm surprised it's not playing the henge, but why not? Greater good, defense of the heart. Ooh, another. This is a card off of Brody's bottom 10. During your upkeep, if one or more opponents controls at least 3 or more creatures, sacrifice defense of your heart, search your library for 2 creature cards, put them into play, and shuffle. Like this just goes and gets stuff. If they okay, so Ashaya's running that, Silvala's running that, Omnath, Locus of Rage, Baba Lysaga, Night Witch, Baba. Oh, I can't not look at this card. Baba Lysaga. All right, Baba Lysaga says, "Oh, this got Crucible of World, Night Witch. Colors are we? It's Golgari. Baba Lysaga the Night Witch. I think it's just fun to say. Uh is it Italian? Baba Lysaga? Sacrifice up to 3 permanents. If there were 3 or more card types among the sacked permanents, each opponent loses 3, you gain 3, and you draw 3 cards. Wow. If you can that's why the Crucible of Worlds is in there. So you can sack and play your lands from the graveyard. You want stuff that has like when it dies triggers like this mirror retriever. You can just go and get stuff back. When it dies, return another card from your graveyard to your hand. So a mirror retriever just loops. Ornithopter of Paradise. There's this bigger Ornithopter. Taps for mana. Why not? Kind of a neat card about Baba Saga, and it's played with Shaya, the Soul of the Wild from Zendikar Rising, giving it $11 on the price of today. Holy smokes! What do we got here? Karn, the Scion, Little Karn. H-J-K elemental P. What starts with K? Between you and me, it's Karn. It's Karn. He's here again. Karn for 4 mana. Alright, Carny Boy is a 5 mana loyally planeswalker. This is the one that reveal the top 2 cards of your library and an opponent chooses one. Put that card into your hand and exile the other with a silver counter on it. This is a card from Dominaria. It's good. It used to be more money. I thought it was much higher than this. Yes, it was as high as it was as high as $68 for Little Karn. Holy smokes! But he's $10 now. Karn could be a pickup. It's really good. Dominaria. It's a really good card. It's card Little Karn is card draw. Maybe he's sort of fallen out of favor, but it's even could see a little bit of play in Legacy just because of the card selection and like the sliver counters. If you're gonna activate um activate Karn in an artifact build, it seems pretty good. Any other uses for Karn that anybody may know, let us know. Love it. Long stream today. Will tip to keep it going. Thanks, MTG Gaming Bob. Will tip to keep it going. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate you. Yes, I wanted to do some long streaming today. I did. It was like, it was something that was sort of important because like you look at that YouTube algorithm and it starts like giving you certain things and you're like, no, 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 we're gonna just change it up. Let's switch it up. Keep the algorithm guessing, and you folks, the viewers, can do the rest because essentially it does whatever the viewers want it to do, right? That's the way it works. So it's not so much what I do, it's more what you folks do when you turn in and you give me some comment. If you hit that notification bell, that's great, and the like button. If this video gets a dozen likes, that'd be great. The more the merrier. So I appreciate you folks all for tuning in. Play Maskwood Nexus with Didgeridoo. Oh, I gotta check this out. Maskwood Nexus. So let me tell you a story, okay, about the didgeridoo. And I have to do it because you folks won't believe me. Why is there a binder here, a purple one, full of didgeridoos? Why is there? I don't know. Let me tell you why. There's like this many in here. And these aren't Brodies. These are Miss Alfonso's. So like, and this is like, why do I gotta do the channel? Why do I gotta do the show? Because like, Mrs. Alfonso at one point in time, she says, you're always buying these magic cards and like, they seem to be doing... You seem to be getting it right more often than you're wrong. And I'm like, well, lately, yes. Sometimes, yes. And there was a period of time where, you know, even a stop clock is right twice a day. But she says, well, what card should I buy? What card should I buy? I said, well, buy Didgeridoo. Okay, because then I don't have to. So, I think anywhere from $3 to $6. She was picking up Didgeridoo because it was something that we could track the price of a magic card together. Another inspiration to do the show and a story. Maskwood Nexus, I don't even know this card. Let's check it out. Battle for Baldur's Gate. It's because it's from one of the newer sets, right? Creatures you control are every creature type. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. Create a 2/2 blue shapeshifter token that is changeling. It's every creature type. Yes, I need this card. That's what we're doing. We're doing Marog, Combat, Celebrant, and Didgeridoo. Running Minotaurs, Changelingadors. That's what we're going to call it. Holy smokes. That's the card and the tech that I was needed to get me there today. It's from Kaldheim. And it's from MTG Gaming Mob. It is. I told you we could get there. I told you we'd do it. I knew it. I knew we could get there. Folks, it's been a slice. We got something nice for the... See, this is definitely Maskwood Nexus. I'm going to be picking one of these up when I do my buy list. So, like, I'm going to get something nice, but I'm also going to get some super relevant cards. I want to get some cards. I need some more fun into the collection. This isn't financial advice, folks. This is fun-financial advice. If you see what we're doing here, like, this isn't just like, oh, this card is going to go good, this card is going to go be bad. Like, what we're trying to do here is, like, everyone's got decks that they like to play, cards and interactions, and we don't, like, there's a billion, zillion, quadrillion different card interactions, especially in Commander. We want to bring some discussion to the table. We want to talk strategy. We want to talk formats. We want to talk cards that make us happy, that are fun to play, and have good value. This I can build into a deck with some cards that I already have that I was going to buy list, and now I'm not. For $2.33, I got myself going to get myself a Maskwood Nexus and another couple of cards. I'm so close to putting a Changelingador deck together. It's not even funny. So this is what I'm doing here. I'm getting as much out of this as you are, folks. If you've had a little bit of fun today, and I've done my job, it's been a blast for me. I got so much good tech conversation and a little bit of time and on the stream with you folks today. It's been a real slice, but the cops are at the door, and you can hear the sirens wailing already. It's not 5 a.m. It's much later than that. But it's 5 a.m. somewhere. That's the point. Brody's here for you folks. Appreciate you folks for tuning in to the longer middag stream. Maybe the Savannah Lion is watching. Hopefully, he gets to check out the mid-off stream here, the midday stream. I'm gonna grab myself another hot chocolate because the first one was so good. Watch the snow come down and groove on with the rest of my day. Thanks again, folks. Talk to you again real soon.